And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Chicago Bulls revamped their front office. Along with that comes a new coaching staff. Expect an emphasis on passing, pace, and versatile players. The Bulls have talented young players, and as they develop that team IQ, they hope that this team will finally turn the corner. Kevin?
D.A., thank you. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Dimes is out there with Garland. And it's Drummond in at center. And for Chicago, Young and Carter are the big men inside. All out there with Harrison, and it's Brown in at the small forward. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's Sullivan. Up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Wall. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that's just big boy Smith from Wall. He can outmuscle you on these contact finishes.
Inside. Garland with the bucket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Drummond passes to Garland. Sinks the triple. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
And you see the work Drummond has put into passing the ball. Solid at spotting the open man.
Harrison scanning the floor. Here's Wall. The offensive rebound. Got a piece of it. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And here's Wall. 20 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, it only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Bulls have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he can be a thorn in the opposition side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. And he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Oh, think about it, GA. When he came into the league, he was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a vet.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 5. And Drummond kicks to Osman. And Garland has it in the corner. Over to Wall. And that one's drained from the low block. That's 7 points for Darius Garland.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up. Left
side, Wall. No good on the shot. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the 76ers.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And maybe the crowd had an effect on them. I mean, who knows? I mean, they looked uncomfortable at the line.
Here's Harrison. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Dimes. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And Chicago has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Wall passes to Harrison. And the rejection by Love.
Oh, it's great seeing Love take his defense seriously. He definitely has the length to swat that one away.
And it's Osman missing. Bulls trail by 6. No one near Wall as he lets it go. And the Bulls with another miss.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Pass to Garland. Over Wall. Here's Drummond. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Rockets, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And now for the Cavs, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Now, here is Young. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Drummond. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Young outside. Stripped it away. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Young outside. To halt the run, he lays it in.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Osman, the pass to Love. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
That free throw good from Kevin Love. Both free throws good from Love.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Passes to Young. Right wing. Here's Harrison, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Now we know the TV networks have brought more revenue, Greg, to the NBA. The expectation is for another bump when they renegotiate in 2023.
You know, at the same time, though, Kevin, with all the cord cutters out there, the league looking to make the game more accessible to those fans. I expect that to be a big part of this next deal.
Right, on your tablet, your smartphone, or your computer.
Mm-hmm.
And so he makes both from the line. Cleveland leading by 10. Out to the right wing. Here's Drummond, and it's sent back by Carter.
You got to like seeing this from Carter Jr. Using his intimidating wingspan to wipe away the shot.
Brown, good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Dimes. 8 points for him. Drummond finds Love, and he uses the glass on the layup. Love's got 6.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
It's Drummond with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Dimes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Williams, he's checked in for Young. Valentine comes in for Troy Brown. Kobe White, he's checked in for Harrison. And Chris Dunn subbed in for John Wall. And then for Cleveland, Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Colin Sexton in for Garland. Here's Sexton. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. To the inside, and stolen by Williams. Outside, White. Pass to Valentine. On the wing, Williams. Plenty of space. And it's Osman with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And how about the leaping ability there on the slam? I love how Sexton just rises up with confidence inside.
Here is Carter following the score by Cleveland. Down low, and White kicks to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket. Has that great burst to get to the rim.
Chicago's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. The pass to Carter. Over Thompson. Nails the 16-footer.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Osman, the pass to Nance, and Nance slams it in.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 14. Carter outside. Back to White. He kicks it to Valentine. That one a little long.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Sullivan, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Dunn passes to White. Carter outside. Back to White. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Carter dishes to Valentine. Out to White to stop the run. No good on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Sullivan, the pass to Nance. It's deflected. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. That one goes in. 17 points for Dimes.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside Williams. Pass to Valentine. Sexton with it. Now guarded by Valentine. All alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Dunn kicks to White. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Dimes got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson passes to Nance. The open look here for Sexton. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. I mean, excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Now here's White. 14 points from him the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Oh, he has just struggled here offensively in the quarter.
Here's Osman. And another 3 for Cleveland.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Outside White. They could use a bucket. The rebound by Nance. Nance has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he's still firing.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Outside White. And that one hits back iron.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Dunn. 11 points for him in that last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
To the left wing. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
From deep three-point range, and so it's Cleveland with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. White is out there with Dunn. Then there's Valentine. Then it's Williams. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's Dunn. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
And here are the Bulls now. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now, here's Dunn. Shoots a three. Hands it from downtown.
Trying to master the pick and roll. Dunn, decisions like this definitely makes his coaches happy.
And at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first. A plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Chicago with the ball. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. And White kicks to Dunn. And the layup's good off the glass. Dunn's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening. Oh, Kevin, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Chicago calls timeout. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Brown comes in for Denzel Valentine. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Kobe White. And John Wall subbed in for Chris Dunn. Cleveland also making some changes. Andre Drummond comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Garland in for Dimes.
Look, the touch on these floaters by Wall is so beautiful. He just lets it glide off his fingertips.
McGee finds Sexton. Now, here's Garland. Here's Okoro. They get the rebound. And Sexton has it in the corner. Goes up again. Drummond dishes to McGee. Here's Okoro. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At this point of his career, McGee knows who he is, a hustler, an energy guy who uses his athleticism to his advantage. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
That's good from McGee.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets brain trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent, with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Wall's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
McGee, the pass to Drummond. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown outside. Back to Wall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Sunday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Count it. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, man, so difficult to contain. When Wall is attacking the defense, they're basically at his mercy.
To the middle. It's stolen by Wall. Passes it to Harrison. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
That free throw good from Harrison. And so it's Cleveland with it. In the corner, Drummond with it. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. Look at Cleveland. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, there's the Bulls. Not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They had a plan coming into the year. I mean, they stuck to it, and it's worked to perfection.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Okoro passes to McGee, kicks it to Okoro. Kept alive. Pass to Garland. And here's Sexton. Clock at 6. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Outside, Wall. Here's Harrison. He has 5. Brown kicks to Harrison. Young trying to break free. The shot by Harrison, no good. Cleveland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
All with it. He's got 13. Harrison passes to Young. Bulls moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
And he makes the first. Carter, he's checked in for Williams. Then for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Cedi Osman in for Okoro. Both shots good from the stripe.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Love. Lays it up off the glass. Love's got 8.
Love is experienced at finishing through getting hit. A physical forward with excellent hands.
From deep, Wall. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now on the night. The pass to Sexton. The feed now to Love. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
And Love works his tail off down low, which is why he's able to pick up these type of fouls inside.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both free throws good from Love.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Young inside. He's guarded by Love. Fades. It's good.
Love seeing the mid-range still used. Carter Jr. is more of a low post guy, but knocking down Jays will help his game.
Sexton attacking. And Sexton slams it in.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Now here's Wall. He's got 13. Dishes it to Brown. Outside, Wall. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Wall looking for an opening. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And tonight, they can't tie Wall down. I mean, found his rhythm, and he's been riding that wave of momentum ever since.
And Sexton slams it in.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Now Brown. 8 points his last outing. And they double up Brown. To the paint, and stolen by Sexton. 3-on-3. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out, and it's Chicago the other way. Down low, here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
But for a high-energy player, nothing gets you revved up more than that. Carter feeds off every hard finish he gets.
Pass to Osman. Love against Young. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Here's Harrison following the basket by Kevin Love. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harrison. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. It's Osman, top of the key. The Cavaliers with a new 14. He dishes it to Garland. Oh, Chicago's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
That's nice hustle up the court. I mean, a nice pass to reward that hustle.
The Cavaliers shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. To the inside, Love. Unable to get that one. Good defensive work there by Young. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Valentine's checked in for Brown. Kobe White comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's done in for John Wall. And Cleveland with a change here too. Dimes is checked in for Garland. And here is Dunn. He's got 5, tries from 10. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Dimes got rebound number 5 here tonight. Sexton finds Love. Thompson right side. Inside, it's tipped. Osman the pass to Love over Young. Here's Osman. Makes it off the glass. Osman's got 7.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's White, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss. Well, some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season, but you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Passes it to Young. Young is double. Love against Dunn. Young with no one around. And again, Chicago, no good.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall, but with that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead for him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That one drops for him. Young's got his third basket of the night.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 5 assists in the game. Outside, White. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. He feeds it to Carter. Good on the bucket. He's got 10.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Outside, White. Out to the right wing. Here's Dunn. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, the Cavs fans still basking in the glow of their 2016 NBA title for a city that was starved of titles across all sports. Shaq, how huge was that 2016 win?
You know, before the Cavs won the previous Cleveland championship, I think it was in the 1960s, Ernie?
Yeah.
And then in 2016, that completely changed the mentality of the city.
Well, the Cavs team, that was special. However, the honeymoon period for that win will start to win.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Dimes has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Dimes is out there with Garland. And it's Drummond in at the 5. So it's the Cavaliers now. Thaddeus Young getting it to go from deep. Carter comes in with the double team. And that one's good. Drummond's got 12 in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wall, and he banks in the layup.
And Wall has great size at his position and strength. He uses it very well close in.
Look at that!
And you can't forget about the fancy dunking ability of Drummond. He just knows how to do some special things when he gets up in the air.
The Bulls shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Harrison. Back to Wall. Young outside. They get a hand on it. Now Cleveland moving it up. Garland with the bucket. 11 points in the game.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And here are the Bulls now. Over to the left wing. Here's Wall. Young trying to break free. Wall, that's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
Now the pass to Harrison. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. They grab their own miss.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
From deep. Here's Love. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
The instincts Love has, what would you say, just unreal. I mean, you can't teach that. He knows how to work the glass.
Here's Wall. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, because of Carter Jr.'s dynamic athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish alley-oops in style.
Here's Sullivan. No good. Shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. In transition, here come the Bulls. Wall with the ball. And there it is for him. Young's got 13.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Young outside. Carter left side. 6 to shoot. Over Drummond. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The physicality Carter Jr. plays with, it's impressive. It's what makes defenders overcommit like this. And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
And that one falls for Carter.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, G.A., and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I could see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Williams comes in for Young, and it's Kobe White in for Harrison. Pass to Porter. Here's Dimes. Feeds to Nance. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. And Cleveland also making a change. McGee's checked in. That free throw good from Nance. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. All passes to Brown. Back to Wall, beyond the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Porter outside. They get it back. Out to Nance. Another shot. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Bulls making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Outside, Wall. Williams finds Wall. Count it. Good. Wall's got 21.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Here's Valentine. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. From the top of the key, rebounded by McGee. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? White with it. Fires the three. Good on the triple. White's got 5 now.
But this is how White is built. I mean, we'll probably always see him take around half his shots from three-point land.
Porter passes to McGee. And the basket is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Wall up top. Pass to Valentine. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to White. For the three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Sullivan. And the shot goes down. Dimes got 33.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The Cavaliers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. This Dunn's checked in for Chicago. Good on both. Chicago's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. The dish to Valentine. And there's the pass to Cornette. Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded closely. And it's White missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And Valentine over to help. Thompson inside the line. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Here's Cornette, and he goes in for the dunk.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
To the inside. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to that. The lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. White with the double team. Pass to Garland. Overdone. Here's Thompson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Thompson's got 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
White goes in.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Garland. Thompson passes to Nance. Back to Thompson. Shoots over White. The shot by Thompson, no good. The Bulls shooting it quite well in this third quarter, 53%, and the offense is rolling. The feed to Valentine. The layup missed.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Here's Sullivan. Drills it from outside. Dimes got 36.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Cornette passes to Williams. It's blocked. Here's Dimes. He's got 36. And Thompson throws it down.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
Dunn kicks to White. shot to stop the run. No good there. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Here's Thompson. Williams with the block. Now, here's Dunn. He has 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 7 points in the game.
A masterful penetrator. Once Dunn notices an opening in the defense, he tears it asunder.
Garland dishes to Thompson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Cornette passes to Williams. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. And here you look at Dimes, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Isaac Okoro. Same can be said about him.
Playing unselfishly, and they're way ahead as far as processing the game and making decisions offensively. The past month bears that out.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Luke Cornette. And the Cavaliers making a change here. And both free throws good for Williams.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Sexton on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Williams. And it's Harrison in for Kobe White. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton, a crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. Young inside. It's up against Thompson. The 3 from Valentine. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And Thompson sends it back.
Look, Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Here's Okoro, and there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Bulls making a change here. Brown's checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Thompson. And so Brown will bring it up for Chicago. Dunn kicks to Harrison. Brown outside. The kick out to Young. The 11-footer. Here's Gafford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. Bulls have made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Not a strong suit for this group, just around 71%.
And the first one at the line is good. So he gets them both. And so here's Cleveland. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Osman.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Young outside. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. 5 on the clock. Dunn outside. Lets it go with a 3. He's off on that one. And so it's Cleveland with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another. and are simply running away with this one. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Chris Dunn is out there with Harrison. Then it's Troy Brown. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Chicago shooting the ball at 42%. Brown the pass to Dunn. Back to Brown. Passes it to Hutchison. Down low, elbow shot. Goes back up. McGee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Wendell Carter.
Done against Porter. Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Is on Colin Sexton.
And there's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
That's good from McGee. Both free throws good from McGee. So it's Chicago now. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Showing assertiveness inside. I mean, you got to commend the smaller Dunn for being strong down there.
The first one falls.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Brown. Porter, no luck. And so Brown will bring it up for the Bulls. Greg, last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly tough year. And,
wow.
You know, you just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other issues, David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hopeful we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. And the Bulls making a change here. Wall's checked in. Good on the shot. Wall's got 23.
He's very good at staying in control on his drives, and with Wall's amazing speed, it's not easy to stay in control.
McGee the pass to Bell, and it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. McGee dishes to Okoro. The second chance effort, and he gets the jumper to drop. Okoro's got his first points of the game. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brown finds Wall. The three. Brown, good.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Brown against Porter. And the layup falls.
Now, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Pass to Brown. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Lays it up and banks it in. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter. Sexton for 3. Cleveland the rebound.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational. He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And Sexton slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Ball against Sexton. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
And Wall's IQ is just impressive. He knows how to get under the D's skin. He isn't afraid of some contact either.
First free throw is good. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
There's the pass to Cornette. No good on the three. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bell's shot is good. Bell's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Cornette passes to Gafford. Outside, Wall. 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 6 in the quarter.
I like that intensity. Wall won't be denied on these type of drives to the rim.
Inside, McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Here is Wall. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Here's Gafford. Pass the Wall. Lets it fly. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Wall's got 33.
Oh, look, you gotta admire the quick trigger of Wall. Once he has the ball, he's straight up looking to shoot it.
Okoro kicks to Porter. No good on the triple.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Windler, the pass to Porter. Now, Okoro. Cleveland moving it around. Back to McGee. There's Porter with the three. Porter can't get that one to fall. For Chicago, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12.
But too bad the scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys could pick up some slack.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Nance passes to Bell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You can't allow Bell to get comfortable. Once he's got room near the basket, the defense is toast.
Pass to Cornette. Pass to Gafford. And Valentine now top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Here's Windler over Valentine. Valentine grabs the board. To the paint. Here's Hutchison. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, it doesn't have to break stride at all thanks to the money lead pass.
The pass to Windler. Bell with it. Here's Nance. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Cornette. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. Over the wall. Porter, no luck. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now Valentine. And too long on the shot.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And again, no good by Chicago. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And that one drops. The Bulls shooting at 46%, making some buckets. He tries for 3, knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, you got to respect the passing skills of Wall. He's so adept at filling out the defense. He knows when to dish it.
Ball's knocked loose. Valentine with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Valentine shot good.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Cavaliers shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Here's Windler. They get it again. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. And here is Valentine. Goes back up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Nance. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
The Cavaliers shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Windler. Drills the three-pointer. Windler's got 6 here in this quarter.
Something going wrong with the D out there. He's one of the guys you got to be worried about on the perimeter.
Wall passes to Gafford. He kicks it to Valentine. Outside, Wall. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And, guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dimes.
His passes were crisp tonight. Pinpoint. So many easy buckets came off his assist.
All with it. Pass to Hutchison. That's tipped. They recover it.
Cavaliers foul ball. That's his 3rd personal foul. Daniel Gafford. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Feeds it to Bell. Windler, the pass to Porter. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Chicago. Passes it to Gafford. And Okoro pulls it down. Puts it up from 17. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. See you next time.